horse because I am not letting him die.
This guy, was it a major wound or a light wound?
It was a major
It was a
wound.
pretty big wound.
What's bleed damage?
Well, they're not bleeding currently.
Hello, everybody. We're currently talking about the welfare of the horse.
Yes.
If you kill off this horse, I'm going to be mad.
You better heal them. Welcome back.
I
Yeah.
don't have healing abilities, and you know that.
Last time, these people got lost in the mist and pissed their pants before nearly dying a lot. You didn't. You immediately broke free.
Because I'm cool like that.
But 2 of the 3 party members had a very rough time, and then the other just couldn't roll great.
Yeah, you're right, Owl. Jonathan Joestar can only die at sea.
I mean, you're in an
sea
ocean of sand.
A sea of desert.
No. See, this is where his son is supposed to die, only to be brought back through some mystical bullshit.
Technically not.
Connection with the ocean. I don't know. I
Well, he wants to fuck dolphins.
I have literally no idea about JoJo.
Okay.
I've watched like a couple.
So it goes
of
Jonathan,
most recent thing.
Joseph, Jotaro,
Second
Josuke,
most recent.
Giorno.
Yes. And then Jolene.
I
And then
watched
this
a little
cycle
bit of
begins
the
here.
Italian thing.
That's the best one. Well, that's out right now.
Yeah, because
Either way, doesn't matter. D&D.
D&D.
You killed 2 spooky monsters, and the mist in the area has begun to clear away as you are now recuperating after this rough battle. And you can now all clearly see the large, glowing blue rock in the center of this ruined village.
But that
there was
one's red.
Do you want to die?
Gosh.
Do you want the horse to be healed?
Yes.
Okay, then show a little respect.
So I know that there was like the little fragment that fell underneath where Tooncar's standing right now, unless that's retconned out.
Oh, yes. So each of the creatures dropped what seems to be a stone that was split in half.
Yeah, I was picking up my stone as we were ending last session. At least Tooncar was picking up the stone underneath him at the end of last session.
Return the slab.
Sky, I'm being very observant of what happens here.
Okay. I don't remember where the other one was. I think it's next to you.
It was in between us.
Yeah, because the horse
Jonathan
killed it.
got the kill.
Yeah, Jonathan got
right.
the kill with the net 20.
Right. Okay.
Does Jonathan get experience for that?
Is it enough
Can
to
we
save
level
his
up
life?
our horse?
Oh, you also all did level up. I don't know if you guys actually did your level up stuff.
I did.
Yes.
But you did
Yeah,
level
I did.
I did.
Wait, dog?
That's between that's between God and Jonathan. What happens there? But the stones are on the ground. Tooncar, you're picking those up. It seems as you touch it, it sort of vibrates against your hand, but it's not like trying
Violent.
to pull itself away. Yeah, it's not violent. It's just like a light hum almost.
Can I try to bite it?
Sure.
All right.
You bite into the rock, and your teeth start to just vibrate and shake, and it sounds like you're a skeleton moving.
Rattle me bones.
Essentially, just really fast.
I don't feel so good.
You're just gonna hear from above you, then stop biting it!
I'm
good
just
idea.
picturing Jonathan trying to pick up the other one.
Just the
And we're
giant
just-
horse teeth.
He just like lips. He does
Yeah.
that little thing that the lip,
Yeah.
like the lip thing, and
Just
then
puts it in his mouth.
Feed
Why
it to
not?
the horse!
does Jonathan should accidentally swallow it.
No, no, he does not need that.
We sh-
Jonathan is currently kind of wincing and not having a fun time.
I bet.
Cough, cough, ointment, cough, cough.
Put the ointment on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Yeah. Also, it's at this moment I'm gonna start bringing the cart back down to ground level.
Okay.
Grease the horse.
I think you have the grease. I think you.
I don't have
oil.
anything.
Someone got it from Mog.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, Danny got
sorry,
the
JL.
grease.
Do you have it? I would walk over and I would start applying.
Please
There is
do.
a
My
very,
horse is dying.
very large gash in his back left thigh.
I'll walk
Marina,
over to them as well.
I need you
Okay.
to help me.
With what?
I hand her a vial. Just give him comfort as I'm applying the ointment, and then
I hug horse.
Can I try to take the stone out of the horse's mouth
He
before
never.
he chokes on it?
He technically never picked it up.
Oh.
We
It's
were
still just-
joking about that.
It's just laying in the sand.
Oh, I wanted him to actually do.
as Fuse is coming down, I just yell up, "Fuse! I need cloth."
Ooh, look, it's shiny rock on ground.
Are you reaching for the rock?
Yes, I reached for second rock.
As you do, the rock that you have in your hand it begins to vibrate a lot faster, and it flies out of your grasp into the other. And then there's a moment where, like, all wind and sound around you is just almost frozen before a big flash of light happens, and it becomes one solid rock and begins to float around you, similar to the one that Teo has.
Oh,
Sky?
You said you
Yeah.
needed cloth?
Yeah.
There you go.
If you hand it to me, I'm just taking it. What is it?
What is what?
Is it just cloth? Is it cloth? What is it?
Cloth. Just regular cloth.
Okay. Sky, I applied the ointment, and then on the bleeding wound, I'm applying pressure using my gravity to also apply just onto the cloth itself to apply more pressure.
Okay.
so this is happening at the same time as the
Yeah.
as the flash boom.
I will add this to your sheet now, Tinker.
I'm gonna just try and like swat the rock away as it flies around me.
It sort of
Like an
moves
annoying-
around your hand, like it seems to have almost a mind of its own as it's orbiting you.
Though it did attune. Okay.
Somebody, help! I'm being attacked by rock.
You're
no,
fine.
this is good. This is good, Toonkar. Now come help me apply pressure, or we lose Jonathan.
Okay. Apply pressure, you say? As I get out my hammer.
No!
No.
What? It was just a joke.
No.
Go fix your cut. As I just take my tail out and third hand, basically applying pressure.
By the way, it's 2d8 plus 2 for the ointment.
2d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
10.
So 10 points of health. And I believe the ointment has 1 charge left?
I believe so.
So was that its last charge?
No.
I think you meant 1 charge after this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does that look like it helped at all, Sky?
Yes, it seems like he's slowly starting to calm down. Tristan, I'm gonna smack you if you keep closing that.
Oh, I didn't know that you were actually in here, so that's
Yeah.
Mavi. That's
Yeah, that's how he does.
Mavi.
That's how he edits things.
Ah, I will let you be. Jonathan, I hope you're okay. I hope you do not fault me because I was trying to make joke as I pet his head, give him head pats.
He gives you the Luigi death stare.
The angry horse.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I am tired. I am hurt. And to be honest, I want to try and cope.
Yes, we all saw some pretty unique things, I would imagine.
Okay.
What did you see, little water child?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Throw her back in.
Well,
Do, do, do it again.
did all of you see something in that fog as well?
I'm not saying anything. I'm returning back to the cart.
Didn't really see anything.
Ah, so just me then. Okay.
No, I definitely saw something. I just don't want to talk about it.
Talking will free your oneself.
No.
Okay. It's on your sheet. You have to take a long rest before you can use it.
Okay.
Do I see his hands symbol change like mine did?
Yes. As you're kind of walking back to the cart and talking it over, that pain that you had before begins to happen again, and it feels like your hand is being singed as that blue begins to turn into a red.
Ah, it
Welcome to
hurts.
the club.
So you said there was a giant piece of meteorite where the crash is.
There is, or at least it seems like it's a meteorite.
That large thing in the center of the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does Jonathan look like he's stabilized?
Yes. Give
Okay.
me a moment. I'll swap the map back. I'm just
Yeah.
updating the thingy.
You know you can do that without. You can change it without doing that, right?
You're correct. I'm just dumb.
It's been a wild week.
And just what if he looks stabilized? I'm gonna stop putting pressure. Does it look like the blood's seeping out again?
No. It seems
Okay.
like your rough bandaging and the ointment did its job.
Do not remove that for probably the rest of the night. We will be camping here, definitely.
So what is with Big Rock in middle?
Well, let's go find out. As I'm just gonna walk up to its guy,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna lay my hand on it and just try to pump a little energy into it.
Maybe you should lick it, Tunkar.
Do you think it would taste good, little water child?
I don't know.
Hmm.
It's shiny.
That it is. That it is. You make a very good point.
What the
Hey,
I'll
fuck
try
thanks,
did
to.
I
Jay.
just do?
I'll try to lick it as well, after he's done doing what he's doing.
Hold on. Okay. So you're touching the rock.
I'm laying my hand with the symbol on the rock and pumping a little energy into it.
As you do, it sort of seems to begin to shake before the sand around it and underneath it seems to start to give in, almost like everything beneath it is starting to collapse and drag it down into the sand. And it seems like it's also taking the surrounding sand near you.
Sinkhole!
Is the rock actually falling down?
It seems to be slowly sliding down inside.
If I stop applying energy,
It still is going. It seems like whatever you did began the process.
Dunkar, get some rope.
As soon as I hear rope, I just grab the 50 feet that I was given earlier. Here.
Dunkar, tie it quick.
All right. We'll try to tie it together, I presume, because it is a big ol' rock.
Go ahead and make a. Are you trying? So you're trying to stop the rock from sliding
We're
in?
trying to secure a perfect knot, so like a good harness around it that we can then try to adjust where it is.
Okay. Either one of you roll a dex check with advantage, or roll a dex check without it, and anyone can roll it to do something.
Okay. Dex check.
Sky,
Let me check
question.
mine before you do anything.
Yep.
Does it seem like there's a cavern or something underneath,
I
or
have a
is it
plus
just
2.
slowly sinking into the sand?
You can't see. It just seems like the sand that is around the rock is falling somewhere, and it is taking the rock with it slowly.
Tristan, what do you have for Dex?
14.
I want to
14?
try something.
Or the same, it doesn't matter. Unless Percy wants to roll it.
No. Could I try putting a floating disc underneath it?
You can't see the
You can't
underside of it,
see
can you?
underneath it. You have to be able to see underneath, or see where you are summoning the disc.
Uh,
And currently, it's like a blocked hole that's it's just being dragged into.
okay.
Like if you've ever seen, there's a science thing you can do where you can get an egg into a plastic bottle using like fire. It's sort of like that, where it's just
Yeah.
it
I think
seems like it shouldn't be able to fit, but it's being sucked in by something.
Yeah. Okay.
19?
Yeah.
Okay, 19. You get a good, nice knot onto it. That's made in a way that you can kind of re, uh, kind of move it around to readjust if you needed a better grip, or if um, the the uh, the ropes weren't in a good spot.
It's secure.
It's secure.
Yeah. And in case we didn't say I have the advantage.
Right. Yes. Okay.
No.
Are you trying to hoist it out now, or are you just holding it there?
Trying to hold it there while the rest of it collapses underneath, so if it tries to go down, we can at least pull it over.
Okay. Then I'll need strength checks from anyone who is holding onto it.
Dunkar, I think you have the strong higher check.
Yes.
Am I allowed just to give him advantage?
Yeah.
Then.
Easily done. You just you use your full Minotaur strength to just hold that, and you're almost, without even trying, dragging it out.
Oopsie daisy. It's a boulder.
And all the sand beneath it starts to open, and as you kind of look down, because now you can see what's underneath it, it's just a pure pitch black hole that you can kind of see the bottom of, and it seems like almost like you're looking at the top of some building. Similar to the ones that are up here, but a bit more put together.
Is sand still trickling down into it?
It is. But it's a lot slower now. It seems like this hole or whatever that it was blocking up has sort of hit its apex and it's stopping. There's still a bit trickling down, but now it's more so a large hole in the ground that that it is kind of. I don't know how to explain it
The
properly.
meteorite was acting sort of like a bottle cap, and now we've
Yeah.
just taken the cap off. Nothing's
Yeah.
really happening. It's just
Yes. There's a small, almost trickles of sand that are dropping into the hole, but it's not that same kind of just straight waterfall that it was before.
we don't have to worry about like falling in or anything right now.
Mhm.
It's just it's there now.
Yeah.
I'll take this opportunity to lick the rock.
It is very dusty, and it tastes like a rock.
Ugh. Marina, this was not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be.
It was just a suggestion.
Question.
Mhm.
Do we think we can transport this?
Right now, no. In about 8 hours or so, yes.
Once repairs are done, and yes, obviously.
Repairs, and I just want to rest.
How far down do you think the hole goes?
I don't know. Let's find out. Does it hit the bottom?
It does not.
Greater than 120 feet.
Enough to kill any of us if we jump down there.
Yes.
That includes you, Tunkar.
That would be a fatal.
I have an idea.
No, not now. Later.
Later, what?
I am
What is
upset.
happening later?
I am in pain. I am out of spell slots. If your dumbassery does something that could result in you getting killed, I can't save you if that happens. So think very carefully about what you're going to say.
Bonsai jumps the hole.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna jump down the hole.
You're jumping in the hole?
I'm gonna jump into the hole, yeah.
Can
Can I grab him?
yeah, can I look at Teo and just be like, help me stop him?
Okay.
Group tackle.
Contested athletics check.
You're rolling at disadvantage, Tristan.
Yes, because you are being stopped by multiple people, but it is a contested athletics check.
I'm gonna.
Do we both roll or?
So Tristan will roll one at disadvantage, and you guys choose one. You can either all roll separately, or one of you can roll with advantage.
Danny, what's yours? I'll give
It's a
him
tie.
advantage then. Yeah.
Tie.
Well, we already said that the
Ties go to the
Defender.
defender,
defender, yeah.
meaning
Tunkar.
you grasp onto him, and he kind of just wiggles free as he starts to fall into the hole.
We haven't taken a rest.
No, you have not.
Mm-mm.
No, we
And-
have not. We've already lost one person. We're not.
Okay,
losing a second.
so let's see here. It's 1d6 for every 10 feet. It's greater than 120. So more than 12d6 of damage from falling.
Well, the thing is that once I get within 30 feet of the ground, I'm going to cast my my
Does your
duplicate.
momentum stop?
I
No.
do not think
Yes,
it
it does.
No.
No, it
Yes,
does
it
not.
does.
It does.
You switch it does.
Does
It
it
does.
specifically
You
say
just- Yes, it does.
It is primarily used for things like this when you're using
Yes.
the teleport.
okay, but is he going to have enough time to do that?
Bro, it's over 120 feet.
He
I just have to be-
prepare it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
That's
hope
what I
So,
do.
You all see Tunkar just begin to fall, and
I-
he slowly.
Can I just go into like a textbook swan dive into the?
Yeah, you
into
just
it?
start swan diving in, and you see his figure slowly get smaller and smaller, before he disappears, and then you see a small little dot that you can barely make out as him on top of the building as he swapped with uh, his his echo.
Yeah, his echo.
Trying to think of the word.
Can I yell up and just be like, sorry, do I see anything down here?
It is very dark, but with what light is coming in from the hole above, you see a vast cityscape. It is,
Guys, wait a minute.
from what you can
Sky,
see.
no, Sky. I'm sorry, I have to punish him for this one.
Let him tell me.
Sky, falling speed is 30 feet per every 6 seconds,
Yes.
which it takes a bonus action to summon and a bonus action to swap.
Yeah, it's an action and bonus action.
No, it's a bonus action for both.
So
Am
I
I
can
correct?
no,
I believe it's an action to summon and a bonus action to swap.
I'm checking.
no, it's a it's the opposite. It's a bonus action to make it and a full action to swap.
Echo Knight.
I have it up in front of me, my guy. I'm literally reading it.
Let's see here. As a bonus action, you can teleport magically swapping places with your Echo at a cost of 15 feet of your movement, regardless of the distance between you two. Does not say anything
They're
about.
both bonus actions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
I
it
mean,
also doesn't say anything about momentum stopping.
That's what so the momentum stopping comes in because it's literally you place it inside of an empty space doing nothing.
Well, I get that, but
Mm-hmm.
you are still falling when you're making the swap, which
My
means
point
Yeah.
is the fact that he
I
needs
mean,
to
I
at least
still-
put 10 feet between him and the ground, so he still has to take a d6.
I can put it 5 feet from the ground.
Yeah, but if you do it from 40 feet, you have 30 feet, you're 10 feet from the ground. You could swap. That'll kill your movement, but you'll still have the 10-foot fall damage.
Why not just do that from 35 feet, and then I can do it from 5 feet from the ground, so I don't take any damage.
Sky question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the depth, so Sky has to reveal the depth for you to know how far.
It is 200 feet.
200?
200 feet from the hole to that top rooftop that he would be landing on.
Mm-hmm.
What's 200 divided by 30?
I mean, I could also just
6.5, I think.
I could also just keep making echoes 30 feet and then just immediately swapping to them.
But even that has a limited number of uses.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's why Echo Knight's broken.
Echo Knight you can summon one per turn technically, but there's no limit. It's not like a resource you're pulling from.
So DM, as the final say, can I do that without taking damage?
It is half turns. That would work.
Yes, you'd be able to land. You wouldn't be on your feet, but you would not be taking damage.
Yeah, like I would be like 5 feet above the ground.
Yeah, basically, you face plant into the ground, but you're not taking damage.
Yeah, or into the roof, I guess technically.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you smack into the roof with a thud, and the building beneath you almost shakes. It is not in good condition, and it seems like any more trauma to it of that degree will potentially bring it down. But as you kind of get up and look around, with what sun is from the hole, you see a very large cityscape. It is larger than any city you have been in so far since leaving your home.
You alive?
You alive? Live? It
Yes!
just echoes through there. Yes,
There-
yes.
There is a large city.
Now, how are you gonna get back up?
I will make a. So then you can see me like vanish. Sorry, me. I put my clone up. Sorry, my clone up directly 30 feet above me. Swap to it. I'll fall whatever amount of feet, and then do the same thing, and then just
Just
slowly
create a ladder.
create a ladder of myself to get up.
God damn it, he's
Okay, no,
using
that
his.
doesn't. No, I'm calling that one out. That one doesn't
That
work.
Yes, it
that's
does.
it's
It's a legitimate thing. It's how I can
You are not
Technically-
fly.
allowed to
technically-
Naruto Shadow Clone Jutsu climb your ass out of this pit.
technically with how it's worded, he can, but I don't think you should be able to do that. So I'm going to rule it that you can. Technically you can put your echo 30 feet into the air, but you can't use it to climb.
Well, here's the thing: the echo still is susceptible to fall damage, right?
It is classified
it
as an
is.
object.
So
Oh.
it takes a bonus action to summon. He has to pass turn. 6 feet, he falls to the ground.
Well, it's 30 feet above him, not 6 feet.
Yeah.
No, 30 feet. So you fall 30 feet in one round.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you?
thought it was
that's
10.
why I was
So-
trying to make sure. No,
Yeah.
it's 30.
He'd
Oh,
be stuck
okay.
in an infinite loop of just summon. Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay. Okay.
You'd just
can.
be killing your clone at that point.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the clones died so many times. Well, not so many times. One time for me to get down here. Well, actually, no, because technically I swapped with him, and then my body stops falling.
Your clone's
Sorry, the
gonna
clone
hurt
doesn't
you.
stop. The clone stops falling. So, yeah.
We put the rock somewhere where it won't sink in, right?
Yeah.
I
It
presume I
seems,
did.
as you're kind of looking around at the hole, it seems like there's almost like a layer of rock that was there. The meteor was clogging, and then as it kind of shook from the battle, that sand kind of just
Okay.
found its way through.
Can I take the rope off the rock?
Sure.
Thank you. I'm gonna look at I'm gonna
How
look
do
at
we get him
Teo.
back?
I'm gonna look at Teo and just be like, I am nearing the end of my patience because of his stupidity. Okay, I'm gonna be brutally honest. If he dies down there, I would not care. I would consider it a blessing, almost. But we need him, so I'm gonna go down there and make sure he doesn't kill himself. Okay?
I'm just sitting here like awestruck, like, what the fuck?
Now then, Sky.
Mhm.
Before I do anything, can you describe the immovable rod to me before it's activated?
It's have you ever seen those retractable like kendo sticks?
Yes.
It's basically one of those before it's in use.
So, is there enough room for me to tie some rope around it?
Yes, but you'd be tying it to a rod, so there would
Percy,
be no
no.
like catching.
That's a
points.
stupid idea. That's even dumber than his.
It's safer, though.
No.
Yes, it fucking is.
You want a free climb all the way down?
Yes.
50 feet of
Probably
rope.
gonna drop like 10 feet, deactivate the rod, drop another 10, reactivate the rod.
You do not have 200 feet of rope, I don't think.
No,
between all of
no,
the
I
party.
don't have. I don't have 200 feet. I'm more so just tying the rope around my wrist and around the rod. That way, I can
So
just.
you can't fucking drop it.
Yeah, exactly. So I can just
Jesus
keep
Christ.
activating it and deactivating it and not have to worry about letting go and falling to my death.
Yeah, because I have
Let me-
You
another.
guys are
I
all
only have a-
stupid.
Hold on, let me look at something really quick.
Getting more rum.
Marina is literally tempted to just like sleet storm down the entrance there and just let all the ice fall on you guys.
Well, Marina can just like go into her little thing. Like she can throw
So-
her thing, go into her little thing, and just drop down in that.
No,
You-
it takes damage.
I
Okay.
can catch it.
So, Percy,
It
even
does
with
take
this, you can do it once per round. You can activate it and deactivate it once per round because it takes an action, meaning in between each you'd be falling 60 feet, and you'd still be taking the damage. You're not taking all of it at once, but you have that momentum and you are immediately stopping in place, which is going to, especially because you're tied to it, it is going to shatter your arm.
So unless there's a way that you can make your own body stop as well as the immovable rod.
You know what?
You just
You know
gotta
what?
love the moments where you can say metal arm. I don't think this is one of those.
No, it is not.
I'm
No.
just realizing that I could have gone down here, checked it out, and come back up safely.
You could have.
Because I can now fly.
But we haven't taken a rest for that.
Unfortunately, we have to level up, but we need to take a long rest for it to kick in.
Exactly. And so Tristan chose a bad time to fucking do this shit.
Hey, I'm just role playing how Tooncar
I mean,
would have handled the situation.
Technically, he's in a safe spot.
But does Tooncar?
As far
But do
as
I
you can
know
tell.
that?
Exactly.
Well,
as far as you
as
can
far-
tell, you are safe.
You can't see any creatures or anything around you other than ruined building. It is almost completely silent down here except for a howling of wind.
Probably are going, what the hell?
Can I find any burnable material down here?
Well, currently you're on top of a roof, and it's about 15, 20 feet to the ground.
Okay, but I can clearly see the ground, right?
Yes.
Okay. I think the way we're gonna have to do this is we need a rest. Like, if we want to get down there, we need to take a rest. Now, Sky, question.
Mm-hmm.
How big is the hole?
It's a massive fucking city.
It's pretty... Well, the hole is pretty big.
Is it big enough for the cart to fit?
Oh, okay, that hole. Okay, my bad.
You could probably make it fit if you took off the extendable front bit for Jonathan.
The shaft.
Yes. If you removed the shaft.
Damn, really lift with the base in the tip. Okay.
Well, I guess while they're deciding to do it up there, I'll yell up, I'm going to go look around and make sure that it's all good.
No! Fucking stay there. We are coming down there in 8 hours. Take this moment to rest, you dumb piece of shit.
Tooncar, roll a perception check.
Comical.
You don't hear much of what he says. You can tell that he's yelling and that he seems angry, but you can't make out words.
The fuck, man?
Well, we can't even drop a letter down for him because he can't read.
Yeah, let's just drop this L for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I love you too, buddy.
L plus ratio.
Well, I'll make sure that the LZ is clear. And then I'll go. And then I'll
Hey, Sky.
teleport my my clone, my Echo down to the ground and teleport to it and start walking around.
Okay.
Sky, I have a question.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What, in your opinion, what check would it be to see if I could kind of control my anger?
Constitution.
Con save?
Yeah. That would be enough. Anything over a 10. So you're seething, but you're in control.
I'm very tempted at this point to just remove the shaft, drop the cart down there, and have him watch it shatter apart right in front of him. as a sort of "fuck you, we're going." But no, no.
Solo adventure with Tunkar.
He's gonna
Okay, well,
fucking die.
I'm not recording. I'm gonna load up Monster Hunter.
Okay.
Wow! Wow! Enjoy HR5.
Man. Now I'm gonna stay focused. I'm just gonna sort cards while I wait to hear my name.
Good idea.
So so I guess they're resting. I should probably. I'm gonna take note of my surroundings and probably also have a long rest.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a house.
Yeah, find some place that's like, covered or whatever, and just nap.
I'm gonna go like. Let's do like 60 feet. I'm gonna find a building 60 feet away from where I landed.
Okay.
In whichever direction that you want. I don't care. Tooncar doesn't care. And then
You can't really tell what direction you're moving in here.
Okay.
Your only source of like being able to tell where you are is the hole in the sky, essentially.
Follow the North Star. See. I mean, hole in sky. Can I tell, like, obviously it's 200 feet up, but can I tell, like, what, or at least around the edges where the light is coming in from? Can I tell what is holding up all the sand?
It's like a condensed rock earth that seemed to form. It's it's sandstone, but it's very tough. Like you can tell because it seems to be the same thing you're walking on.
This is kind of closer to like core of the earth, so it's a very hardened sort of stone. I'm assuming.
It's sandstone, but it's through either time or some other strange thing that happened to it. It has hardened up to a point that it can hold tons of sand on it without support, and it's almost like you're inside of a domed city.
Huh. I'm thinking, like, I'm getting real like Sith capital world vibes from this.
Can't wait till you find the fucking cannibal dinosaurs that are hiding in there or
I
something.
was thinking of that later.
Well, it's a full-on city under the ground. It's pretty cool. It's kind of cool.
All
We're
right.
gonna get fucking eaten down there before we can get there, and I know it.
Like, so in the buildings themselves, like, is there like furniture? Is there sign of civilization?
There is. The building it's all like weathered and aged, and there's cobwebs and dust just everywhere. But there is very old looking, like it's almost like you're looking into a scene from the past as you're walking through here. There's languages that sort of resemble common, but it's also a lot of mishmash. There's
Hieroglyphics, basically.
yeah, kind of. There's
bird, eagle, bird, hand, beetle.
There's different. Everything's constructed. It almost looks very ancient civilization of probably human make, but you can't really like tell without. You can't tell. You do not have the sort of background to be able to discern more than that.
You also cannot read.
You also cannot read.
I also cannot read. Yeah.
All he had to do was just wait, and then we could have all gone down together. But no.
The night is still young, Percy. The night is still young.
I will shank you.
You're not here. but eventually, after you're walking for a bit, you see this little it almost looks like a storefront. Um, it's got a what seems to have been a window front that there's glass that seems to be just kind of shattered on the inside and the outside. Uh, the door is kind of broken off and on the floor in front of the shop, but the inside looks somewhat put together. There's no visible damage. It seems like it's a solid place to have a roof over your head.
Is there still any product in said shop?
You see some vials of something that were left there, and now it's like a solid black color. There's broken pieces of armor strewn about. You see a very large handle. It seems like it would go on a great sword, but it's much larger. And it's very. It looks very tiefling in design, if that makes sense. It's very sharp and decorative.
Hmm.
Is it like a like? Do I see the blade? Is it like a like? Is it like
There's
a?
no
Do I see,
blade. You can.
it's just a handle.
It is just the hilt.
It's just the hilt. Okay. It is very shiny object right there. Can I take the hilt?
You can.
I would love to take
You can add a fancy ancient hilt to your items or your treasures, whichever you would prefer.
I will put it in my treasures.
About how long have we been resting for?
A minute. He did not go far.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
this
we're
is
gonna be good, Albert.
but I did but I checked the integrity of the building and figured it would be suitable shelter
Yes.
for the night. Okay.
It seems like it will hold together.
Okay. I'll do a little bit of moseying around. I'll sniff whatever the black liquid is and just to see if it's not edible, but if it's usable.
Congratulations, it's black pudding.
Just you were smelling it?
I was gonna waft it.
It
Yes.
You hit the waft.
it's
Yeah.
strange. It smells like a healing potion. It doesn't look like one, and it doesn't have the consistency of one.
It's anthrax.
How many of
Fucking
them are there?
expired.
How many of them are there?
You find 3 of them.
I will take all 3 of them.
Okay, you can put sludgy black healing potions, 3 of them, in your inventory.
Okay. Black
What they do, we'll find out maybe eventually.
sludgy. I'm gonna put quotation mark healing
Yeah.
potion.
Sludgy black murder potion.
Okay, cool. The step-by-step list on how to make mustard gas. I like the way. Okay.
No.
Ah.
Alright.
And then I will try and find I'll try to find a counter, I guess, an elevated counter, and then just start sleeping on it.
Okay.
Let's
All right, easy enough. There's like a little, what seems to have been like a checkout counter that's pretty wide that you could set up a little makeshift bedroll on.
Yeah, because then I will. That is what I'll do. I'll put my bedroll down on it and do that because I don't like sleeping on the ground. All right.
You eventually find your way to sleep. in this unfamiliar place.
I will say, I would have asked Teo for a bit of help to load the rock closer to the cart to make sure nobody takes it or anything happens to it.
Yeah, this giant rock that weighs more than the cart is going to get stolen in the night.
I mean, Toonkar picked it up pretty easily.
I mean,
That's because Toonkar had a giant feat of strength with his natural 20.
I
But-
was also reversing gravity on it.
yeah.
Yeah, you had some assistance.
Yeah, of course.
Meanwhile, Tooncar's over here going, it was all me.
It was all him. In his mind, it was all him.
Anyway.
You all eventually wake up and you're differing. But, well, I suppose the three of you who are up above wake up bright and early in the desert heat. Because, well, it's not bright and early. Because this was happening somewhat late at night. When
So
you
it's
got
like
here,
noon.
it's about noon, and Toonkar's still asleep because his clock is off. So from what you can assume, if he went to bed not long after you, you still have about 2 or 3 hours.
But yeah, yeah. And it's pitch black in my room, I would presume,
It
or
You
just
can't-
like a little bit of
there's a
light shining
little
through.
bit of light. Do you have dark vision? I don't think you do.
No, I do not.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of light peeking through.
Okay. Now comes the ultimate question.
Makes it easier to sleep.
And you can all take a long rest.
Cool. Teo, Marina, how much do you both weigh?
Irrelevant?
About 100 pounds.
What do you mean irrelevant, Danny?
As in, I can adjust my weight.
So you can make yourself 5 pounds if you wanted to.
I
Well,
can
in that
lighten.
case, I can take him down myself.
My real weight is 400.
But if you
Just
can
because
adjust,
I am bulky.
Okay.
Well, I can
adjust your weight.
probably adjust it to 150, 100.
Sky? Ruling?
Mhm.
How much could he reduce his weight to?
He can become weightless. It's not weightless in the fact, like, in a way that he'd be floating off, but he can
It's not.
adjust himself that he wouldn't be
I
holding
guess I do
anything
those
down.
really good long jumps.
Yeah, like you wouldn't be holding anything down with your weight.
Okay, so. Now, do we want to take the horse down with us?
I think that would be terrifying for the horse, but at the same time, I don't want to leave him up here where he can get
You want to leave him up here for who knows how long with no food?
I know, yeah. Can we make a ruling that we made sure to get food for him before we left? Because
Yeah.
like I was going to say something
Part
like
of the
that
long rest I
last
fed
time.
him, by the way.
Jonathan's the newest member of the party.
Let's go. How much does Jonathan weigh?
Quite a bit.
I need an actual number.
Horse girl, what is average weight of this type of horse?
I don't know. Is Danny
1,400 to 2,000 pounds.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Horses are heavy.
That's more than the fucking cart.
This is why he can pull so good.
Okay,
He's a giraffe horse. He's a very large horse.
that
This is-
horse
the
is
big
not
question
coming
is-
with us.
The big
There is
question
no chestnut
is,
pony.
the big question here is Danny able to make other things like lighter?
I
Yes.
believe so.
Could he make a horse lighter?
Yes.
But can he do
we
it
need to
to
take him
multiple
down.
objects?
No.
So it's either you or the horse.
I have to focus. If you all wish to go on your solo adventure, I will stay here and guard the rock.
You don't want to come down and see whatever's up there? Down there?
Jonathan leveled up and got 4 more hit points.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking
If
go.
you all wish to go down there, I have clearly advised that it's not a smart idea. I will stay here and guard the rock if I must.
Okay.
I wish to personally take it back to my master.
Is there enough clearance in the hole for us to theoretically drop the rock down there?
Let's not drop the rock.
I'm just asking, is there?
If it was a cap of 4...
It was a cap in the way it was positioned before. But
Okay,
it's not
okay,
a
okay.
perfect circle. You could position it in a way that it could kind of force its way through.
Okay. So, how much does the cart weigh?
I mean, quite a bit. It's a cart.
Less than 500, I would assume.
You know, I just realized, with Danny's, like, gravity powers, does that make him that one girl from My Hero?
No.
He's Uraraka.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. Al asks a very good question. What class is the horse?
It's horse class.
Custom
Imagine if
class
it's monk.
horse?
No, it's just a horse. Horses don't have classes.
This one fucking does.
No, it doesn't. It's a horse.
Fine. If he gets 2 more kills, he gets a class.
It's about 800 pounds. The cart.
Oh, so then levitate would not work on it.
From now on, it won't then. I didn't realize Levitate had a thing for that.
Yep. Levitate has a weight limit of 500 pounds. So,
Exciting.
we are going to do this the fun way.
Well,
Called, I'm going to have to make multiple trips up and down.
well, no. I can take care of myself.
Yes, I know you can. It's more so, if we want to make sure nobody gets left behind and we don't worry about something getting stolen, then, yeah, no, I'm gonna have to make trips to grab the horse, Teo, to potentially slow down the rock.
Or you could just come get me.
That's how we're going to leave. Because what good would
You two
us grabbing
go.
you do?
I'm just gonna grab the bridge of
Tayo's
my head.
staying here, remember? Tayo's
You
staying
two
here.
go. I shall watch Jonathan and the rock.
I would prefer having someone who can see down there with us.
I can see down there. I have dark vision.
And I have torches.
You're not here.
I know, out of character. I thought this was an out of character
No.
conversation. Oh, my B.
I can just imagine while we're having the conversation, he's on ground level, just trying to like torch flag us.
No, he's
Just
still
smoke signals.
asleep.
Yeah, I'm still asleep technically, yeah. Just smoke signals.
Teo, here's the thing though. I would prefer safety in numbers, okay? Because Marina and I, we are very squishy. If we only have one meat shield down there, we will be likely to die if something happens to him down there.
Let's see.
I want the additional insurance, okay? So.
Am I at the
Here's...
point where I can cast Featherfall?
What?
Am I at the part where I can cast Featherfall yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that's 7.
Probably. You know, I could also say, fuck it, push you both down the hole, levitate myself down, and then just heal you. You're probably gonna die, though. Alright. So, can we all agree, when it comes to Teo and Jonathan being brought down there, it's gonna be focus on making them weightless. I just come up and grab you.
Yeah.
Because
I'm so lost and confused. My brain is not conscious.
so you're using spell slots to cast a spell to make them weightless, right?
No.
Oh.
I believe because of Danny's class, if he focuses, he can reduce or increase the weight of something. Yes? Danny?
Of himself or one. Technically.
I'm just Googling something here.
Okay. Now then, I'm gonna want to take a look at something. Range 60 feet.
Okay, so Marina, question.
Yeah.
How much HP do you have?
52.
Well, here's the thing though, Danny. She can just bottle herself, and then I can just
No,
take her down.
Well, yeah, I can also fly.
You have fly?
Yes!
You said that like 8 times now.
Alright, fine.
I can fly because it was something I just got as a class feature.
Okay, good for you. We didn't have to really worry about you, though.
I
so
know!
if I was to jump, the average damage roll is 70.
Okay. But here's the thing, though, Danny. I kind of want you to come down last.
Okay.
Because you are going to be the only person who's going to be able to push the rock down the hole.
Why do we want to push the rope?
Alright, fine. We'll leave the cart and the rock up there. Actually, that would be a really good break. But at the same time, the cart might be crushed.
Hart and Jonathan.
And the rock.
So we're leaving the cart, Jonathan, and the rock up here.
Is there any place up here that's kind of shady?
The building that I was on, probably.
Okay. Put Jonathan in there. You know, tie him to something. Make sure
Okay.
there's water and
Dumb question,
And
just to
food
get this
for
over with.
him.
Yes, please.
If I rode Jonathan, can I make myself, Fuse, and the horse all weightless if we're riding together?
At the same time?
Yeah. If we're all technically riding him down together.
I love we're just splitting hairs over here.
If
I'm just
at this
sleeping.
point, yes.
I have a feeling that this is not part of any plan that Sky's come up with as of yet.
Not exactly.
No.
No. Marina, can other people go into your bottle?
Hang on. I was wanting to look that up just a second.
Can you just, if so, can you fly down there, just abduct him and bring him back? We'll leave him in there for a while.
I don't know if I'm high enough level for.
Or, you could just first you could just go in and take his disc and get me up.
No, that wouldn't work. The disc doesn't move on a Y level, it moves on an X.
Oh.
Yeah, it don't do elevation.
I don't think I'm a high enough level to get other people into my bottle.
Okay.
I don't remember. I gotta look it up.
But could you create a platform for me to stand on with it?
How much do you weigh?
Tooncar weighs 215 pounds.
Yes.
So you could
They're
just
setting off fireworks outside my house.
is it a what type of thing is the disc?
Tristan, if you're about to suggest I just continuously make floating discs for you to climb up, that will not work. The disc can only be created 3 feet
Hi,
above the
Kirby.
ground.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it stays only 3 feet.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
big
to be
sad.
10th level for other people to be able to join me in my bottle. Kirby, I'm sorry there's idiots outside.
Okay. Fuck it. We're taking everyone down.
Yep.
We'll find a way out.
Where's that coming from?
The way out is gonna have to be the
I'm
one
fine.
person at a time levitate.
Or we find a spot close enough to base level.
That would work too. However, this is buried underground for who knows how long. I doubt there would be one.
Marina,
Uh-huh.
cast the spell, fly underneath the dome, see if you can focus through the rock.
Hang on. I'm in the middle of a battle right this second. Sorry. There's like 40 things going on right now in the area I'm at.
Sky. Hypothetically, if I were to just... This is not very packed sand we're standing on, yes?
As like directly next to the hole, no. But if you're backing away a bit and more towards the buildings, it's pretty packed.
Okay, so if I were to just stick a hand axe into the wall of the hole, could I just slide down using it?
No.
No?
I said it was a dome, but that was more for
Down there.
Well, no, it was more just to give you an idea of what the roofing looks like.
It's more of a
is-
ceiling.
It is a ceiling.
Well, yeah, I get that. I'm more so saying, can I slide down to the point of the ceiling? If I were to sort of axe into the wall.
That doesn't make sense to me. It is a hole. It's not like a tube.
Well,
It
So,
opens into a chasm.
so what you're saying is it's hole, ceiling, drop.
Essentially, yes.
Okay. I thought it
That's
was...
what my skill does.
I
there.
thought it was hole, tube down, and then the drop.
No,
Okay.
it's like a maybe 4 or 5 inches of just solid material, and then it's nothing.
Alright.
Your fly speed can last 10 minutes? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, I have another option.
And I can cast it 3 times a day before I have to take a rest.
Can you only use that on yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, what do we want to do? Just have Marina fly down by herself. Teo goes weightless. We put the horse cart and the rock in a
See?
building, and then just levitate down.
See if you can fly underneath the ceiling and see if you can focus to see one of the points. if we can see a point underneath the ground, we know where we are at least. Does that make sense?
No. What do you mean by
So
point?
Danny, when you focus to see the beams, if that's what you're referring to,
We see
You're
we see a sky map, not our point.
you are essentially seeing it from the sky. You're not seeing
Yeah.
it from your point of view.
This is not a game mini map. No, this is
It's a world map essentially.
this is all you
But-
get.
But the point will show us the point of entrance, I would presume.
Yes.
Not where we are relative to the point of entrance.
Mm-hmm.
I put the sky. Just lift the crystal with my abilities, put it in the cart, stash the cart in one of the damaged buildings.
Yes. That is going to be the
Okay.
plan.
Okay, so that's
Are we
Rock
taking-
taken care of.
Are we taking
Yes.
Jonathan with us?
We don't have to. It's more so, does Marina want to take Jonathan with us?
I think Jonathan would probably prefer keeping his feet on solid ground, but
How
We
This,
have
does
to
this
make
is
sure-
not a what do we think Jonathan wants. This is what would Marina want? Would she want to bring the horse with us, or would she want to take the risk of leaving it up here by itself?
I have a question for the party while you're thinking of that.
I'm just sitting here
Mhm.
thinking Jonathan needs a nice rest and some food and some water.
I thought that's what the 8-hour rest was. Just you
Yeah,
guys resting and taking care
there's
of him.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can take him down with us if we can take him down with us. I guess fine.
The question is, you guys are planning on properly delving into here, or are you just going down to get tuned cards?
I am going down with the idea of proper delving.
Now, I personally think we're not in the right spot for that. But
We can. How about we go down there and look around? We know where this area is. Go down there and look around, and if we want to do like proper delving, we come back with better equipment.
Fair enough.
in the guild.
Like, take a look around, see if there's anything, of significant value that we can get, or if there's anything important down there, and then we can come back and do, like, a proper look around when we have, like, when we're better prepared for it and maybe have more people.
And
Another
Tooncar just
question.
wanted to go delving.
So it's at this point just gonna be we will decide fully when we get down there.
It's taken almost a half hour
Mm-hmm.
to decide what you
Yep.
guys wanted to do.
I mean, this
Well, yeah,
is in
maybe
fact
some
Jimmy
asshole
that
didn't
does
just
D&D
jump.
works.
Yeah,
That's what-
Tristan.
Hey, I'm just playing. I am role playing Tooncar, my guys. Tell me he would not jump into a hole.
I think if he got yelled at by the party, he would not.
I don't know. I
I
feel like
know-
that is in
Car's pretty
character.
dumb.
I know, but if he had more than one person,
I'm gonna leave this conversation alone because I personally think I'm playing my character is a horrible excuse.
yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it. Let's just. It does feel in character for Tooncar, but at the same time, like, we have been at this a while.
Yes.
It's fine. Are you guys going? Are you doing it?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. How are you getting down there? Tell me in
I'm
detail.
flying.
Okay, you're flying. Fuse.
Are we taking the horse? Yes or no?
No.
No. Okay. I'm levitating down.
Okay, Mateo.
Do
If
I
you-
need to go? If
I
you're
would
just grabbing
prefer-
the fuck,
If you're just grabbing
I
him,
jump.
You are not
do
jumping.
Do you have a way to stop yourself?
If you make yourself light, I can carry you.
Or I could carry you.
Make myself light.
Okay, I
don't
will take
fucking
him down
care.
with me.
I don't fucking care. I can survive the fall damage.
Okay, but Danny, I do not want to use potions and spell slots to recover all that fall damage.
You're-
I under.
Okay.
I'm
You're all
tired
going
and
down.
I'm fed up of this.
Yes, I am too. We have our way. We have stashed the cart, horse, and rock in a building. We are going down there to get dumbass and look around a bit.
Okay. You all gently float down and eventually land on that same rooftop that Toonkar had landed on.
Now, Sky,
Mm-hmm.
after the long rest was over, I would have liked to infused an item to radiate light.
Okay. So you have an item that it has the light spell casted on it, I believe, right?
Object just sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius.
Okay. So it's essentially a light spell.
Yeah,
Cantrip.
Yeah, cantrip.
Yeah, however, this is a permanent effect on this item. Yay. So I basically just have a headlamp or something now.
Okay.
Because I don't have dark vision and I want to see.
It's you're on top of a building. It's a 20-foot drop to the floor. You have a bit of light from above. Not much, although I believe Fuse is the only one that doesn't have dark vision.
Fuse and Tune Car.
Yes, but Toonkar is asleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugar jumped into the pitch black void without dark vision?
Yep.
Yeah.
There was light coming in from above.
There's moonlight at the time.
Yeah.
Would that have been enough to get down to the ground?
Yeah, it made it to the ground and a little bit around
Okay.
there, but he could not see much when he went to
Intelligence
bed.
is what?
7.
Yes. It was 6, wasn't it?
No, it was no. It's always been 7.
Oh, it's always been 7?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, Junkar's not very bright.
And
Of
once
course
we
he
get down
jumped into a
there,
pitch black hole with no idea other than jump.
once we get down there, is he still asleep?
You have not found him yet. You have only landed on the building.
I'm
Sky.
assuming he is a loud snorer.
That was what I was just about to say. I'm pretty sure that they'd be able to
Yeah,
pinpoint my
we-
approximate location.
We can't see him,
As
we
you
can
come
hear
down-
him.
As you come down, you do hear off down on one of the roads the sound of what seems like snoring.
It's a miracle he is not dead.
Let's get the dumbass. Can we just start heading towards the snoring?
Sure.
All right.
I kind of want to kick him and tell him he's going to cause a cave-in.
Do we find him?
You eventually come to that same kind of storefront, and as you look in through the broken window, you see on one of the counters he's just kind of sprawled out there.
I'm gonna go in and can I, as hard as a punch as I can I just punch him awake?
Sure. Roll a d4.
Your strength one?
1. Perfect.
Car takes 5 damage as he's socked in the gut, awake.
Hey, dumbass, we're here to get you out.
Guy, that was
Oh.
kind of you.
Hmm?
That was kind of you.
What, to not make him roll? For what?
Oh, no, he doesn't have the
Not
beat, so he
punishment.
shouldn't have the die.
Oh. It's fine.
I was going to say to not punch him in a more sensitive place.
This is a roleplay hit.
Yeah.
We make exceptions for roleplay.
Ah, I am a man. Um, what brings you down? Everybody. I assume everybody's with them.
Yeah.
We came down
Ah!
here to get you.
Oh, I have great friends. Thank you very much. I was considering how I was going to get back up, so
Yeah, be thankful we didn't decide to say fuck it and leave you behind.
It was an actual consideration.
Mm-hmm.
oh, well,
You shouldn't have jumped down here on your own. You knew better. You made us leave Jonathan upstairs.
is Jonathan alone?
Yeah?
Oh, I am so sorry. I saw a big hole, and I was very. And once the fireball went down, and we saw that there was big city down here, I was just thought, there's a lot of shiny object, and look what I found! And I pull out the shiny old hilt and everything. It's like, it is very shiny. I wonder what it does.
Would I be able to
Pretty sure it was
recognize
part of
what
the
it's
sword.
for, Sky? As
It
a
seems like a sword hilt.
craftsman. That is a sword hilt.
I mean, anyone can really make it out as a sword hilt.
Except
it is
for
a-
him. Big guy,
Alright.
that is a hilt for a sword. I could use it for a sword if you gave it to me.
Oh, you make Tunkar sword?
I make anybody a sword.
Ooh. Oh, and plus, and I also found writing or strange markings on houses and everything, assuming that they were just following my snoring and they didn't bother to look around.
No, not really. Where?
I mean, where?
And can I lead them to the place that I found it?
Sure. It's pretty much right outside. There's a little sign hanging above the door. It's kind of broken in half, but there's strange writing. Do any of you speak Infernal?
Yes.
You can understand a few letters, but that's it. It is like very, very old Infernal mixed with something else.
Does it look like something I would have read before?
No.
Now, Sky, you said the sign was broken in half? In a sense?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay. I was about to say, would the writing be any clearer if I were to repair the sign?
No. It
No,
is
okay.
not. It is not that it's unclear. It is that you cannot understand it.
It is just that ancient.
Yes, you
Okay.
cannot understand it.
Just look over at Marina.
Hmm?
I have heard of spells that allow you to comprehend.
So have I, but I don't have any.
That was my question. Thank you.
Alright. Now
But I
that
can drop a lot of water on people if they need it.
Ah, yes, water would be very refreshing. It's been pretty dry down here, I must say.
Oh yeah, you have cottonmouth out the ass.
I imagine you just summon the rain cloud above me,
Yes.
and then just geyser comes down.
okay. Now then,
Car is now drenched.
No.
now that we have dumbass here, do we want to look around for a little bit and then get out?
I mean, there might be something interesting.
How far do we
Well,
want
in
to
not
say?
too long, we do have a horse upstairs.
Yeah. Sky,
Hmm.
it's noon, right?
Ish.
Just about.
How far does the light from the sun coming through the hole go?
Probably like 120 feet out from the hole, and then it starts to really die out, and you can kind of see past there, just due to being adjusted to the darker area, but it's hard. Those of you with dark vision are alright though.
I probably should have put on dark vision.
Is there was there any like large things that might differentiate in the darkness as like large, very very large structures that
You
we could have
see,
seen?
you see a few. It. You've heard that in the capital there are these grand spires where a lot of the heavily renowned mages take residence, and you see things that somewhat resemble what you have heard of them, but they're off in the distance, sort of gathered together, perhaps some sort of mage district in this old, long abandoned city.
Okay. We probably wouldn't be able to make out the details, but like
Not really.
it's
You
just
can,
like a giant blob of black, probably
yeah,
for me and what's his
you can
Fitzroy.
you can vaguely
Is
make out that it is a spire. You can't really tell any kind of decorative things. This is also for you with dark vision. It is far out. There's no like you can make out a bit better. You can see its actual shape, but you can't make out like windows or
Would anybody
writing
like
or
a
anything like that.
torch?
no,
Hey,
thank you. I already have torch.
hey guys, you want to know something?
What?
I have Featherfall. Not
I asked if you
prepared.
had
Kill
that,
him!
but
Kill him!
Yeah, kill your healer, cause fuck you.
I
No,
was
I
gonna
meant you,
ask
the
if you had
person
that, but I
playing
thought
the
after 30
healer.
minutes you would know if you did or not.
I was more so focused on just like, okay, what do I have? I don't have I don't have Featherfall prepared though. That's the thing.
You fool.
Danny, I was
Madison, check your sheet. You could have looked for you could have changed it beforehand and nobody would know.
I was told let Sky know when I wanted to change out my spell, so I would have had to tell him. And also, I was coming from the moment of I am actually pretty upset at Tristan for
Yeah,
doing
that makes
that
sense.
dumbass stunt.
That makes sense.
So, do we want to look around, say no more than, I don't know, 30 feet from the hole?
Where we landed. Yeah,
Yes,
that
from
sounds like
where
a
we
good
landed.
idea.
The more information we have when we go back, the better.
Did you know in some cultures infernal text is a bad omen?
What if this
Yeah.
was... What if it wasn't here?
You know what I would personally say we should do?
Leave?
Leave and come back with reinforcements, an actual expedition run.
I mean, it does make sense. I wonder...
That does make sense,
Yeah, it's
but
like,
again,
it's like a cave city, and it's got like infernal stuff on it, and like kind of seems like Scorpio over there.
there's two of them, Teo. There's fucking two of them.
I just thought
What?
it would be pretty cool down here to explore some place that presumably nobody has been for a while.
Yes, but you came down here after a big battle.
Yes.
What would you have done if something came and killed you?
Well, then I would be visiting.
Would have died.
I would have probably died, and I would probably be getting whacked by Turtle up in Big Heaven,
And
or
he
up in
would
big thing in sky.
and he would very well have a good reason to be
How do
whacking
you even know that the turtle went to heaven?
Honestly, I do not. Honestly, I have no patron. So honestly, when it comes to afterlife, probably everything just goes black. Not going to lie.
Anyway, off topic. Teo, while I do agree coming back here with a proper exploration party would be good, it would also be good to check around the area we would be coming down to make sure it is decently safe.
That
Clear
Is
the
there any
air
scent?
early LZ.
maybe
Sky, honest to God
maybe
question. If this has been sealed, the air would be musty and have some kind of scent, especially if this is a necropolis.
It's yeah, I mean it's dusty and musty, but it's not like it's not clean air, but it's not like you're being suffocated. It seems like there may
There's
have
no
been
rot in the air,
no
correct?
no
It
there
does
may have
not
been
smell like fucking corpses. It's
no
probably just dust.
there may have been other entries somewhere else that are bringing in slightly fresher air, um, but you can't really tell. Um, there's no smell that would indicate a large amount of bodies or anything of the sort. Though.
It's your call, Teo, as the other carrier of brain cells in the party.
I vote
Primary
we
source.
come back. Something about this just screams in the back of my head.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind if we cut back.
Let us at least take a look around the lighted area. I want to see if there's any other treasure. Because I did not do a lot of exploring
I
other
have an
than this
idea. How
place.
about we look around for a little bit? Not much. Just a little
Persuasion
bit,
checks, please.
and we go.
Because here's the thing, though. Fuse is going to be on the side of Teo.
Jesus Christ.
So,
Yeah, we sixes. I mean, beat that, right?
Well, Teo has to roll one too if you're making persuasions.
well, no. I'm siding with Teo. So it's going to be Team Leave versus Team Look.
We just said a
Like,
DC. That's what just happened.
Yeah.
You barely beat.
Yeah, fine, we'll go.
We'll be exploring later when we have more people.
And when Jonathan has a nice place to stay.
See, exactly. Do you really want to leave a horse with barely any food up there?
all right. I mean, if you really want to leave, I mean,
Dunkar, you slept perfectly fine down here.
yes, I did. It was quite. It was quite. I mean, I have a little bit of a sniffle, but but I think that is just due to allergy.
Sky, I just look him over. Make sure there's no markings on him or anything.
Seems fine. Bit dusty, but fine.
I have this marking on hand.
Teo, are you worried he may have caught something?
It's just this place may have been sealed. A city does not just get buried like this without victims.
I
What
think
if it
it
was built
does.
down here? What if it was built down here? I
Yeah.
don't think it was buried. I think it was built down here.
I mean, that's
You
the thing,
like
though,
hiding in
Teo.
dirt.
That is the thing, though, Teo. This could have been built. People evacuated to move somewhere else. This got covered up due to time.
Yeah, I know.
History, man.
Sky, would my people have built cities like this?
Not that you can remember. Roll a history check.
All of us, or just him?
Just him.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
I will whisper you something.
But yeah, no, Teo, you worried Tunkar may be contaminated with something potentially?
No. No, give me 1 second. I'm just thinking. As like I'm honestly like holding my jaw, just like you hear popping.
Okay, because if you want, I can identify some things for you.
Identify that handle.
Alright,
If you can find out how old.
Tunkar, pass the handle, please.
All right, but I do want it back.
Do you hand me the handle?
Yep, I'll hand you the handle.
As soon as it's in my hands, I'm just gonna say no guarantees.
Do not, if you do
Monster.
not give it back, you have no idea what happens to those who take from Minotaur.
You rip their arms off.
I do not
Um,
need to rip. I only need to rip one real arm off him.
Ah!
As you identify it, you come back that it is magical. It is very old. It is thousands of years old. And it seems like it is missing a second piece to it.
Does it have a sort of... Is there a sort of feeling of the second piece?
It seems like the actual blade itself would be the second piece.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, does it feel like the second piece is destroyed, just removed?
Just it seems like it was split in two by something.
Hmm. What kind of magic?
You cannot tell.
You
But
will
is there
learn its...
magic on it?
You cannot tell. The
Ah.
identify spell is not strong enough to tell.
Ah.
but he did confirm, yes, Danny, there is magic on it. We just don't know what it is.
Alright. Verdict is magic, thousands of years old. Second part, somewhere out there in the world. No clue where.
Oh,
I'm just looking around. I'm feeling.
I kind of just start looking at it now with puppy dog eyes.
Sky, I walk a little away from the group.
Okay.
Just enough that I'm out of earshot, and I just start focusing and trying to hear anything.
Roll a perception. You hear that wind that seems to be filling the area, but other than that, you really can't make out any sort of noise. There's no... It is unnerving how quiet it is in here.
That is the part that's getting to me, just how quiet it is.
Quick question. If a spell can be ritual casted, do you need to have the spell prepared, or no?
Yes, I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
I actually don't know the ruling on that one.
Let's see.
I believe you do.
If Roll20 tells you. As a ritual, a spellcaster must have a feature that grants the ability to do so. Must also have the spell prepared. Okay. So then, yes. Alright. I was about to try and ritual cast Detect Magic.
Where's Marina go?
None of you noticed that she left.
And I'm gonna. I'll
Alright.
take.
You know what? Fuck
Can I
it.
have- Can I
I
have
am
joke back?
done.
She's gonna get a leash eventually.
I am... This is fusing character. Alright. That's it. I am done with the dumbasses who cannot stand logic. Teo.
You do not realize that she has left.
I rolled a 24 on stealth, y'all.
Yeah. So can
Just
so,
kinda-
so can I have my item back?
And I'm guessing they
Here.
can probably, like, roll a perception or something to see if they figured out that she's
Okay.
wandered off.
I'll keep it for now.
Yeah, Sky, could I potentially make a check to see if I notice she wander off?
That's your passive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
passive perception.
13.
This would be the 24.
Nope. Alright.
Remember, of all of us, Marina's probably the least likely to need help getting out of here because she's got fly. And it lasts for 10 minutes. I don't know how long we've been down here, but...
Yeah, how long have we been down here?
We about 20 minutes by now.
Okay.
I've got
After
another
having all
cast
these
of it.
conversations.
I get 3 casts.
Alright. Hey, Teo! Because I probably
Over.
would have noticed he walked off a little.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't
Yeah.
hiding it.
Hey, Teo, let's get going, get people.
Something here just gives me. This. I don't know if it's just because of the creature, but I'm a little bit more on edge here.
Fair enough. Still, though,
What,
should we get going?
what creature?
The one we fought up there.
Ah,
My nerves are a little shattered at the moment.
Yeah, and my patience is pretty non-existent right now. I
all right.
personally would like to have just 30 minutes to myself to work on ideas and to sketch.
All right, well, let us get back up to cart, and we shall. We can get there. So I guess Toongar is going to start running towards the hole and attempt to jump out of the hole.
You jump, and you face plant.
Ah, yes. Problem. Hole is very high up.
Teo, can you make him weightless?
Okay, Sky, now I need a ruling. Can I do that for as long as I focus, or is it only in my range?
For making things weightless,
Yeah.
I think it's anything within your aura you can technically do
Yeah.
it to.
So, sure thing. Just we need Marina.
Wait, where'd the little shit go?
I need her to carry. Oh no.
Water child, where are you?
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. It's just like
What's
I-
levitate's weight or limit?
500.
it's like
So you can
around
levitate him
corner.
out.
I could, but here's the thing, though. Okay, so
Can you levitate
He's
you
not saying
yourself
he's a
and him?
minotaur.
I only have one spell slot left. My plan is to just levitate either me or him, have them carry the other one out.
Can you levitate me while I'm carrying you, princess style?
No.
I think you could.
I could
Because it's-
levitate him and have him carry me out, not fucking princess style. You do that, I will actually stab you.
Oh, come on.
No.
That was
Come
out of character, man.
on.
That was out of character.
That was also out of
But I mean-
character. It is very hard for me to specify in or out because I'm using my actual voice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
refuse princess style. You try that shit with Fuse, who has low patience right now, he will actually stab you.
Okay. All right. Well, how are we going to get out?
That would have been. So, Fuse, carry him, Marina. I'll make
I'll
myself
carry
weightless.
you.
Yep. Yep, that's how we're doing this.
Or if
let's-
you would like, if you can both stay in my aura, I can make him weightless, and then Fuse can cast on me. You have that choice.
You know what?
Okay, so. Oh jeez, that's gonna be hilarious.
Let's go with that idea of I cast it on you. We all listen at the same time, so that you can
Oh.
make Toonkar weightless.
Freaking Peter
can
Pan
fly.
style coming out of this hole right now.
So, Marina, very, very important.
Hmm.
My range is only 10 feet.
I can fly.
You need to stay next to me, though.
Why?
Because if you get out of my aura, he will drop.
Why?
Child, I swear to God, just listen to the man.
Marina, I can only make things weightless within 10 feet of me.
I don't need to be weightless.
We are
Okay,
talking about Toonkar.
Okay, Fine, I'll stay close.
Thank you.
Marina.
Ah!
Please tell me this was all in character.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you
Much
guys do not need to
screaming.
fight
Just get us
over
out,
my sake.
please.
For
Please
my
get us
sake.
out.
Please. If you don't listen,
Make
we
him
will leave
weightless.
you.
I'm gonna fly.
Okay, Teo, levitate. There you go.
We maneuver out of the hole.
You eventually make your way through various different ways. You make your way up and land safely back on the sand. Whole party together again.
I'm carrying Toonkar up by with my hands under his armpits, basically.
Okay.
I have very
You can't
broad
carry him
shoulders.
any other way.
I have very broad shoulders. Can your hands reach around me?
Well, she can't reach around his waist or anything. The only other way would be use the horns as handles, and that would not be comfortable.
Use this opportunity to take the Pope outfit.
Yes, I'm taking the Pope outfit. Do I need to do a sleight of hand check for that?
Toonkar doesn't
Guy.
seem to notice because I don't. Because it's on my horn. I don't think I'd notice it coming off.
Yeah.
Fair
It's for later
point.
for me to panic about it.
The horns are bones, and I don't think they actually have nerve endings in
When he
them.
did the jump.
No.
What?
Legit story. It fell off when he did the jump. So
Yeah,
he'll
there
never
you go.
know.
You can easily sneak it away from him.
Yeah.
There we go.
Tucking it into my clothes, and he's never seeing it again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Guys,
until
the
it's
second we're
on my
back out,
still.
I crawl into the cart with the thing. I put a blanket over the rock, and I'm just like, let's go.
Yep, let's go. How much spare cloth do we have in the back of the cart?
I don't know, not much.
Would there be enough for me to sort of fold it up, put two things of it on my ears, so then I could just
Make
try
earmuffs, essentially?
Yes, I am making earmuffs.
There's enough to do that.
Jonathan, how are you? How is your wound healing up?
Jonathan just
Essentially.
snorts on you.
Yeah. Do you think you can pull? Do you think you are good enough to pull cart?
Just grunts.
Can I try to understand if he says yes or not with animal handling?
Roll an animal handling.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a 2 and a 1.
You think so? Think it means yes?
Wait,
Good
Sky.
enough.
Quick question. Last session, you said I managed to finish up the skis for the cartwheels to try and make traversal here a bit more bearable.
I think so.
All right, but
Hey, Daffodil, can you check on Jonathan and see if he's okay to drive?
Okay.
But before we take off, it's just tune cart, lift the cart. I'm gonna put these on to make travel easier.
Lift cart.
Just prop it up so I can put this underneath and attach it.
All right.
And well, first of all, you know what? Water can wait. All right. Yeah, no, Sky, I'm gonna put the skis onto the wheels so that they fit just right, so that
Okay.
car can now slide across the sand easier.
Oh, so you're putting them on like slippers, pretty much.
Yes, while I was carving them out, I made slots for the tires so that they can sort of dip in and they
Gotcha.
kind of stay there.
Cool.
It's basically mounting point.
Ah, okay. I understand how that works because I've seen it be done before, like on a wooden, like an actual wooden cart.
So yeah.
Yeah, easily done.
All
While
right.
you're doing that, Daffodil goes up to Jonathan and just kind of climbs up on his mane and stands on his head. And they seem to have a conversation before he comes teetering back. He says he thinks he can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Jonathan
okay.
says he's okay.
All right, Jonathan. Let us do that. You need help?
Nobody even thinks about, like, Marina's talking to a rat who's talking to the horse.
It's not the
Neither of
weirdest
which
thing.
appear to be, like, able to talk.
All right, little water
Just kind
fellow.
of do it.
Let us. All right, Jonathan. Now I want you to take it slow. All right. We do not want us busting up your other leg. All
Just kind of stares at you.
right, I'll get him hooked up because I take it that we did not take the shaft off at this point,
No.
No.
so we don't need to do any extra of that.
Yeah, as soon as the skis are on and properly attached, just earmuffs on, going to sketch.
Okay.
And I will hook Jonathan up. I hope Marina will probably give him water in the
Like,
blazing desert heat. And I guess we'll take off.
All right. Where are you heading?
Uh, hey, sheet man. We're going back to your place, right? Or tail man now.
Danny?
Tail man.
Yes.
All right, we are going back to your place, correct?
Orpheus apparently tired.
Yes, let's head back. We can talk to my master.
All right, let us go back to Flunts, Flots,
Lots.
Flots. Yeah, that was right. That was it. Yeah. Flots.
Okay. You begin your travel. It is quite a bit faster this time as you're not getting stuck as much. Um, but as you're kind of leaving that area, uh, anyone who is paying attention to like the outside of the cart, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Me as well.
Because I'm literally driving the cart.
Yeah.
You would not apply to this views because you were face deep in your drawings.
Yeah, but corner of the eye vision. So it makes a good amount of sense that I only got an 11.
From the inside
Uh,
of the cart.
Yeah.
Tunkar and Teo, both of you, I assume you're both kind of up front, just chilling out, guiding the cart. And as you're looking out, you're kind of looking down south more, as you're probably a day into travel by now. You're deep in the desert sands, and you look out, and you see what seems to be a mountain, but it looks like it's moving. Not towards you, but still moving. Um, And as you kind of start to focus on it, you see it's almost like a cylindrical worm, and it is huge. Like, you mistook it for a mountain, and there is a good reason why. And you see it kind of move around, and as it sort of moves its head towards you, you see probably more teeth than there are people living in flots. As it begins to burrow back into the ground, and you see it you can kind of see very back of it. It just kind of settles in. Then this is probably miles away.
It's the
No
fucking
teeth in the off
Alaskan
boy.
bullworm.
It's a thresher maw from
That's
Mass
to the
Effect.
south, right?
Yeah, it would probably okay. So if you were like here, you'd be able to see it, even though it's like here. It is huge.
Hmm. Well, I do not think we want to take that road anytime soon, do we, Tay? Sorry, do we, Tailman?
I'm just looking in awe, like, what did that thing eat?
Ah, nature in all its beauty.
To remember a certain story you were told in Fragrance Bay and the job you were offered.
Yeah, I remember it.
It's not the death worm, is it?
I do not know.
Seems like it could be.
Sky, quick question. How good are these cloth earmuffs?
They're not bad. You can't make out. You can make out that they're having a conversation, but you can't tell the words.
Okay.
If they were to start yelling or something, you'd be able to make it out.
I
But
was
they're
about,
just kind
I
of.
was about to be like, I pull an earmuff off. I'm sorry, deathworm?
Do not worry about it. It's nothing.
Alright.
You just see me slump back into the back of the cart, just like eyes wide.
Hey, Teo. How important would this hunk of meteorite be to you?
I was going to see what the master thought.
Do you mind if if before we get there, we do a little bit of testing? Or if I do a little bit of testing?
What do you have in mind?
Just seeing how it reacts to certain spells.
I don't see why not. I
Would
personally think, I don't know. It's just we have so much knowledge back at the camp.
yes, you may have a lot of knowledge, but I don't think they're going to be too willing to share it. Or they may not have. They don't have the knowledge that I'm looking for. They're treating the meteorite as a sacred object, and I'm looking into ways to potentially break it, melt it, and turn it into something else. They probably would not be happy if I were to do that near them.
Guy,
Mhm.
I remember that my master's sword is made out of it, right?
It is, and it's sort of a hot topic around the group. Some are okay with it, some are not fans of it. Um, but at the end of the day, he is the master, and they sort of just have to deal with it. And it wasn't made by his request. It was something that was gifted to him long before the order
The
was
order was a thing.
fully. Yeah.
Would that have been installed in me as well, that these things are sacred?
You know that they are held tight to the chest for the group, um, but they aren't. It's not out of the question to experiment more on them. They just don't want, because it's such a scarce resource. They don't want to do in-depth tests like that on the only big rock they have, which is the one that gives all of them their source of power.
Yeah.
I think testing should be fine. Just nothing too drastic. We still wish to bring a prize.
The prize of stopping that potential expansion over to Flots should be decent enough, but yeah, I see your point.
They may also have things they wish to test,
Maybe.
especially considering we have such a large untapped source at the moment.
Fair enough. I guess I can hold off until we get back there. Look around and see if there's anybody who'd be interested in running the test with me.
I think that is for the best.
Indeed.
There may be some unknown consequences for spells that they might know of already. That way we're not wasting anything.
Fair enough, but I plan to try quite a bit on it.
I will speak on your behalf. It should be allowed.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm sorry for losing my temper earlier. I saw something very unsavory during my time in the mist, and it really hit hard.
I'm not listening in, but my brain's over here just going, I didn't see anything. 'Cause I rolled too good.
You were kind of in the sand for a moment, and then you weren't.
Yeah, basically. I'm sorry I rolled so good. Continue. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look at both of you. I'm gonna put my hand out and just tap the side of Tunkar.
Yes. What is it?
There's something I both need you to understand.
Hmm.
I am not a good person.
Nobody truly is a good person.
Yes, we have all done things that we are almost
You don't want to know the stuff
assuredly.
I've done.
I can guess.
What?
Except for if any of you snap. Do you ever go into a feral rage and wake up with everything around you dead?
I have not gotten that angry. I'm sorry. I have I have not gotten that angry yet.
I
No, but I don't want to meet
believe
any police.
I believe I have once.
I'm just gonna start unwrapping that thing around my feet, Sky. The bandages.
Okay.
Revealing two perfectly lined black rings around my ankles.
Mm.
Not like actual metal rings, but on my skin,
Like indents.
like my skin has permanently been formed to have these rings around my
Oh.
ankles. As if I grew into something too small.
Guy, just because of my nature, not my nature, my race. There, I know that there are other things. Would I know what those what that would entail for what those things would entail?
Um, it's not hard to put together, especially as you somewhat know where he's from. Um, that slavery and uh, keeping keeping fighters only for the joy of people watching combat is quite common down in the far south, and they were known to keep them tightly bound.
What I saw there was Ramog, headless, bleeding from the neck, telling me I failed.
I'm gonna pick up my rat and go, would you like to hold Daffodil for comfort?
I almost broke from that.
Daffodil, go give him a hug.
I saw, and then Toonkar speaks up. I saw one who may have previously been an old friend, who's no longer here.
I had seen the very first moment when I had gotten my metallic arm. It was strangling the person who had made and given it to me. And tried as I might, I could not let go until he eventually until he let go himself. It's very hard to bounce back from these kinds of moments. And given what we are doing, I feel it is only going to become a lot more difficult for us to handle that and future events all at once.
And all you guys come out of that thing with trauma, and here I got nothing.
I will throw you out of this cart.
I'm actually chuckling at that.
Marina's just gonna smile back.
Very Marina thing to do.
Smile.
Laugh at their misfortune.
It's like, I didn't get anything.
I just want you three to understand.
Like, she's almost jealous that she didn't get to be, like, bullied by these monsters, too, because it's like, they got to have fun, I didn't.
Fun, quote unquote.
I just need you three to understand.
I was 14.
If I get angry, if I get upset, I know it comes from a good part. I
If you get
don't
upset,
want.
you get to hug Daffodil.
I would say I don't want to, but I can't afford to lose any more friends.
Hug Daffodil. Daffodil's sweet. Daffodil
Kind of
likes
just
everybody.
goes over and sits on your lap.
I'm sorry
Especially
about
if you feed
stabbing
him.
you that one time, Mr. Rat.
You only hear squeaks, but he says, "It's kind of okay. Please don't kill me. But it's okay."
I just one finger tap him on the head.
Sky,
And
I was half expecting you to say it's okay, but nice cock, bro.
his car, bro.
I think he had pants on.
I think so.
I'm just gonna re-wrap up my legs. I'm going to lean back and I'm just going to try to rest.
We rat up your legs.
Wrap.
I know what you said, but I keep hearing rat. I'm gonna get killed for that.
I'm going to put my makeshift earmuffs back on and go back to what I was working on.
Okay.
And I'll just continue to pilot, or I say pilot. I mean, move the cart.
Okay. You begin to move once again as you eventually, a few days later, see flots on the horizon as you approach. That's where we'll end for now.
God.
All right. Pretty good session today, everybody.
Yeah. Even if I'm like 90% dead.
Death is only a minor setback.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a pretty major setback for
Yeah.
Ramog.
Wow.
Wow.
Fucking Christ, woman.
Wow.
Look, I have a migraine. The filter is gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
You tell me you don't, like, have that point where you're like, I'm in pain and I don't care what comes out of my mouth.
Oh yes. I've gotten in trouble at that point before.
Yeah. So, like, sorry but not sorry also. I'm gonna get murdered by somebody, probably Danny.
Yeah, probably.
You okay there, Percy?
Yeah, I'm
You
fine.
sound glum. You sound glum.
This whole session has been a real moment.
Dawn didn't know about that. She doesn't look at our streams.
Yeah,
What?
we've all just been dealing with some real
Emotional damage.
Yep.
Who's got a soundboard?
me.
Percy.
Maybe the person who's perfectly timing up all of these things here.
Who else would you expect to have a soundboard but me? Percy.
No, the person I was expecting would have been Tristan.
Oh, I have one. I don't use it.
See, I know I've heard him talk about it.
All right, but
Yes, I
thank you
do have
guys
one.
for coming out to this session of Unlikelies.
Mine is not stream friendly.
Uh, we will be picking this up. I don't know when.
At some point.
At some point. And next session is
Sometime in the near future.
it is gonna be interesting.
Yeah. We're hopefully not going to just stand around and do nothing the whole time.
Hopefully, we're gonna have a bit of downtime for us to do things.
Look, I'm sorry, I was like really off my game and did not have the ability to be human.
Don't don't worry about it.
Also, Tristan, it was confirmed mulligans are allowed.
Oh, cool. What is it? The exact wording? Like, is it random on the bottom, or just or is it uh, or is it in a order that you choose? Could matter depending on the
All
deck.
right. Well,
I do not know.
All right.
I'm gonna deafen real quick. Again, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you to staying around. To the potential people watching this on YouTube. Thank you for dropping by and actually looking at this. It means quite a bit to me. And yeah, take care. I'll see you next time.